Assalamualaikum dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Homeschool. I am Sabrina Haq, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Adult English Version School, Deshi. Dear students, today I am going to take a science class for class 6 student based on chapter 10. The name of the chapter is motion and this is the third part of the chapter. Dear students, take your textbook. Open page number 103. Today we will discuss from lesson 10 and follow the class with your textbook and your copy. Dear students, let us move to our today's topic. We will first discuss lesson 10. The name of the lesson is speed and velocity. Dear students, suppose Anila and Naushin went to the Novo Theatre after school. Both started at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Anila reached the Novo Theatre at 5:30 p.m. and Naushin reached at 5:10 p.m. Who went with more speed? Certainly Naushin, because Naushin traversed the same distance 20 minutes earlier than Anila. Dear students, here they want to say that the Anila and Naushin's house has the same distance from Novo Theatre. Now we are going to our next point, that is Robin and Shahin started for school from their houses. Robin reached the school in 20 minutes and Shahin reached in 40 minutes. The distance of the school from Robin's house is 1600 meters and the distance of the school from Shahin's house is 2000 meters. Who went with more speed? Here, Robin travels a shorter distance and Shahin travelled a longer distance. To find out who went with more speed, we are to find out their distance traversed in a fixed time interval because their distance are not same. That's why we have to find out in a fixed time interval how much distance they covered. Let us suppose the fixed time interval is 1 minute. Then we will find out the distance in 1 minute. Then for 1 minute the distance traversed by Robin is 1600 by 20. Then we have to divide 1600 by 20 because Robin take 20 minutes to reach the school, and if you divide 1600 by 20 you will get 80 meter. Then Robin traversed in 1 minute 80 meter. Now we will find out the distance traversed by Shahin in 1 minute. Then for this we have to divide 2000 by 40 because Shahin traversed 2000 meter by 40 minutes and then we will get 50 meter. Then from here we get the speed of both of them. In 1 minute Robin traversed 80 meter and in 1 minute Shahin traversed 50 meter. Then the more distance traversed by Robin. Hence Robin went to the school with more speed because he traversed more distance in 1 minute. Hence the speed of an object in motion is the distance travelled by in unit time. That means the speed, what is the definition of speed? The speed of an object in motion is the distance travelled by it in unit time. Dear students, mark this line. This is the definition of speed. It may be mentioned in this way, that is speed equal to distance by time. Now we will note that how we will determine the distance and the time. Distance is measured in meter. In short, it is written is m, small m, and time is measured in second. In short, it is written as s. Then we can write distance means meter and per second, meter per second, and we will write like this. This is the unit of speed. Now we will go for an example. A car travels a distance of 60 meters in 3 seconds. Dear students, what is its speed? We have to find out its speed. Then we know, we have to write, we know speed is equal to distance by time. Here distance is 60 meters. Here is written. Here we will not write the full form of meter, because here we know that here is written, we can write in short, meter is small m. We will write 60 meter like this, and that in 3 seconds. Then we will write 3s, that is 3 seconds. It will be, if we divide 60 by 3, then we will get 20, that is 20 m by s, or meter per second. That we will write like this, 20 meter per second. Here we have to solve some problems, that is problem 2. Nahian traversed 5000 meter in 20 minutes in a 4-round race at an annual athletics competition of his college. What is his speed? Dear students, we know to solve this, we have to write, we know speed is equal to distance by time. Then here distance is 5000 meter and time is 25 minutes. Then we have to convert it into second. Dear student, this will be your homework. This calculation you will do by yourself. Now we will discuss about velocity. The definition of velocity is speed in a particular direction is called velocity. Dear students, we will say like this, that distance travels by an object in unit time in a particular direction is called velocity. Now suppose Lubna travels 15 meter in 10 seconds towards north. Dear students, when we find out the speed, there was no direction, but here is written the direction towards north. Because of this direction, we will say that is the velocity. What will be her velocity? And dear students, we have to write like this, velocity equal to displacement by time equal to distance in a particular direction and by time, and velocity and the speed unit is same because here only added the direction, and direction has no unit. That's why we will write same unit, that means meter per second, that are same for the speed and velocity. And for velocity, we will, finding the velocity, we will divide the distance or in a particular direction, that means 15 meter towards north, by Lubna take 10 seconds, within 15 meter we will divide with 10 seconds. Then 1 point we will get, if we divide 15 by 10, we will get 1.5 meter per second, and we have to write the direction towards north, and we will write like this, 1.5 meter per second towards north. Direction of velocity should be mentioned with the magnitude of velocity. That means without direction, if you write, that will be only speed, that will be not be velocity, because velocity has both magnitude and direction, but the speed has only magnitude. The examples of speed in the round race of athletic competition, where the distance travelled per second is the speed if has no particular direction but has only magnitude. The distance travelled per second in a particular direction in 100 meter sprint is the example of velocity. That means without direction, it will be only speed, and if we added the direction with speed, it will be velocity. Dear students, you have to remember these 2 points. The displacement of an object from a fixed point is equal to the distance in a particular direction from that fixed point. And the second point is the rate of change or displacement of an object with time is called its velocity. Dear students, you have to learn these 2 points. Now we will discuss the next lesson. Next lesson's name is acceleration. Dear students, we will discuss this. These are related to our speed and velocity. Suppose a motorcycle was running with a velocity of 20 meter per second. As a result of pressing on the accelerator by the driver, the motorcycle was going with more velocity. Suppose the velocity of the motorcycle was increasing at the rate of 5 meter per second. That means the speed of velocity of the motorcycle is increasing with every second. The primary initial velocity of the motorcycle was 20 meter per second. After 1 second, the velocity increased with, here is written, 5 meter per second. That means 5 will be added with this 20. That means 25 meter per second. After 2 seconds, the velocity increased to, that means this 25, with this 25 we have to add again 5 meter. Like this, after 5 seconds, the velocity will be increased of the motorcycle will 45 meter per second. The amount of velocity increasing per second is the acceleration. Here the velocity increasing per second is 5 meter per second. That means 5 meter is increasing per second. Hence acceleration per second is 5 meter per second, which can be written as 5 meter per second square. If total increase of velocity and total time are known, the acceleration can be easily find out. Here we will find out the acceleration from this problem. Here the acceleration initial velocity was 20 meter per second and final velocity was 45 meter per second. Here the initial velocity was 20 meter per second and the final velocity, dear students, in your book there is written 2 times. You will cut this line. Hence total increase in velocity is final velocity minus initial velocity. That means 45 is final velocity. We have to from 45 we have to minus the initial velocity, that means 20 meter per second. That will be 25 meter per second. Total time is taken is 5 seconds. Hence acceleration is total increased velocity by total time. Total increased velocity is 25 meter per second and it have to be divided with total time, that means 5 seconds. Then If we divide 25 by 5, we will get 5, and here 1 meter is given, and here this meter, and this 2 seconds will be second square. That means 25 meter per second square. Hence, acceleration is the rate of increase in velocity with time or increase in velocity per second. Dear students, this is the definition of acceleration. Now, we will go to our next point, that is retardation. Just now we have discussed about the increasing of speed, and retardation is the decreasing of speed. In the above example, velocity of the motorcycle was increasing 5 meter per second If the driver pressed on the brake instead of accelerator, then the motion of the motorcycle becomes slower. You will observe when a car or a bus or a motorcycle want to be stopped, that speed will be slower. Its velocity may decrease to 5 meter per second. The rate of decrease in velocity of the motorcycle per unit time is called negative acceleration or retardation. Dear students, that will be the definition of retardation if you write in place of motorcycle of any object in motion. You have to write the rate of decrease in velocity of any object that in motion per unit time is called negative acceleration or retardation. Hence, retardation is negative acceleration or deceleration. Now, we will discuss the lesson 12. This is the last lesson of your chapter 10, excessive motion, that means high speed and risk of time. Every day in the news or in newspaper we know about so many accidents. That's why excessive motion is not good for us. It has the risk of life. In our country, many forms of road accidents are taking place daily. One of the causes of these accidents is driving the vehicles with high speed. Hence, the drivers of the bus, truck or cars who drive with high speeds fall victims of road accidents. As a result, many people lose their lives, many people are injured, and some of them become handicapped for the rest rest of their lives. So, it is better not to drive bus, truck, lorry and car in high speed. If anyone drive fast, they are to be restricted from doing so. The chance of accident is more in narrow roads, at the turning of the roads and on the bridges. If the vehicles move fast in these spots, accidents are more likely to occur. There is specified speed limit in many parts of the roads. Vehicle should be driven following the speed limit that is shown on the road signs. When you will grow up, do not drive vehicles with high speed and discourage others to do so. Dear students, from this chapter you will get so many new words, and you have to know these new words and you have to know this definition of new words. Then what definition we have to learn? What is rest, what is motion, what is translational motion, what is rotational motion, what is translorotatory motion, what is periodic motion, what is oscillatory motion, then displacement, velocity and acceleration. With this you have to learn also speed and retardation also. Now we will solve some multiple choice question from your exercise. The first question, what is called the rate of change of displacement with time? First one, speed, that one, velocity, and distance and acceleration. Dear students, the rate of changing displacement with time is velocity. Now we will go for the next. What kind of motion is that of the clock's second hand? Dear students, first one is translational motion, second one is rotational motion, third one is oscillatory motion, and fourth one is periodic motion. Dear students, after a time interval, the clock's second hand completes his round. That means that will be periodic motion. And read the paragraph below and give answer of the question number 3 and 4. Remy travelled a linear distance of 8 meters in a particular direction from a fixed point. From there, he came back 6 meters along the same way. That means from this distance, Remy go 8 meters and she came back along with the same direction 6 meters. The distance, what distance was traversed by Remy? Dear students, first one is Remy go 8 meters and she came back 6 meters. Then we have to subtract 6 meters from 8 meters. Then we will get the 2 meters. The distance covered by Remy is 2 meters. What was Remy's displacement? Dear students, for displacement, we have to add with 8 meter 8 meter with 6 meter. Then if we add 8 meter with 6 meter, we will get 14 meter. Then the displacement of Remy is 14 meter. Dear student, here I have given some homework for you. This is homework number 13 for your annual term. You have to make 5 MCQ from this part of the chapter, and you have to solve the problem 2 of page number 104. Dear students, I have finished my today's topic. This chapter is too much important for you. You will get the next years, the next chapters of this. So learn the chapter properly and solve all the problems. If you feel any problem, you can contact with me. I have given my contact number and my messenger ID on the board. Keep practicing, learn all the question answer, abide by your parents, do all the SW properly and submit it regularly. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.